He had the full impost of 61.5. Number 1, Mr. Murphy. Blake's in first. I think the Freedman family will enjoy watching videos during the week. Melbourne and Sydney, gee, they've had some winners. Second, Liberty Rose, and third, Del Vecchio, numbers 1, 7 and 2. He's sprinted home. Now, these sectionals tell the story. You can't come from behind him at Moonee Valley. He's running 35.1, 23.3 and 11.9. They just, they don't break 12 all that often for the last 200 metres here at Moonee Valley on this new Strathair surface. And he just was beautifully rated. It's one thing you note about Blake. He has got a good clock in his head. He can really rate them well. 1, 7 and 2. Fourth in number 9, Regal Quest. Now that's come from the back, so it's been a good run. One of the few to make ground in the race. And fifth in 6, Pentathlon. 1, 7, 2, 9 and 6. Multiple Group 1 winner. He went off the boil for a long while at one stage of his career, but when he's right, he's really very good. And well, he's won an Alistair Clark here. He's won Futurities, won Australian Guineas, and Eat Well, Live Well. I think he's won 3 Group 1s. 3:30 and 1:40, and that's the sort of race he was going to be the one to beat just once he got over that outside barrier. 3:20 for Liberty Rose, could be ready to fire. Nice run there. Del Vecchio third, $1.70. Quinella paid $21.50. Exacta 38 even. Trifecta 129.90. Running double, it's the Freedman double, 1 and 1, paid $4.20. Next is the main race today, the Group 1 Timbercorp Australia Stakes. Field of 10 to go around, and it is due at 3:40.
All right, Greg, and the early favourite, Titanic Jack, has come up at $2.60 in the very early market for the Australia Stakes, the Group 1 in Melbourne today. And of course, the Freedmans have got Mummify running in the Randvits. Take you upstairs to Greg Miles for the call of the Timbercorp Australia Stakes.
Yes, and they're assembling at the gates. Largo Delight just having the barrier blanket placed on him. First start for Tony McAvoy, formerly, of course, with Jim Marconi. There's the Oakley Plate winner, Reactive, in the green colours. Favouritism clearly with Regimental Gal. Stephen King on board. He won this race 10 years ago on Lady Jackie-O. Her 2 runs this time round, of course, producing the Lightning Stakes victory where she beat our Egyptian Rain, and a brave third in the Newmarket behind Exceed and Excel. Second pick is with Titanic Jack. Patrick Payne on board, wasn't able to take some of his lighter weighted rides today, but 57.5 a weight that he can fulfill. Our Egyptian Rain, the third favourite in the race, but Regimental Gal, the filly, is the clear top pick as they start to move them in. So Weinstock is in the stalls. Here's Dilly Dally coming in. Our Egyptian Rain goes into the stalls also. She ran in this race last year. She's won the Moir since then at this track. Scaredy Cat coming up. A race that's been kind to 3-year-olds in recent times. They've won 7 of the past 10 runnings. And there are 7 3-year-olds engaged in the field here today. So a good chance that their great run will continue. And the fillies have also performed well. Grand Archway, Miss Penny Money, Bomber, and the other one was Stella Cadonte, all winning. Now Titanic Jack to move up. It's just a wonderful, honest sprinter. He'll get back and give them a start, but he'll be charging home. Reactive to come in and complete the line then. Awkward barrier for her, drawn the outside. Titanic Jack now being pushed into the gates. He's ready. So $3.20 for the favourite Regimental Gal and Stephen King. Field is set. Ready to run. Group 1 at Moonee Valley over 1200. Set and racing. Dilly Dally a touch slow to move. French Bid flew out in front of Regimental Gal, who's driving up on the inside. Our Egyptian Rain lets them go and sits third. Weinstock fourth the inside, and then Largo Delight 1.5 lengths. Reactive, Scaredy Cat, Dilly Dally, Legally Bay, and Titanic Jack last at the first turn. Regimental Gal pushes through on the inside and has the joint lead with French Bid around that turn. In third placing, 2.5 lengths away, Our Egyptian Rain. Weinstock the inside, and then Largo Delight getting a good trail into the race. Reactive is deep midfield from Scaredy Cat. Dilly Dally, a length and a half to Legally Bay, and 2.5 lengths Titanic Jack. Up past the school, Regimental Gal with a narrow lead over French Bid. Our Egyptian Rain has been stalking them everywhere. She's had a dream run. Then Weinstock under pressure from Largo Delight, followed by Dilly Dally, who's starting to make some ground. But Regimental Gal has the lead and she kicks around the home turn. Our Egyptian Rain quickly goes to second and is running her down. And they're followed by Dilly Dally. Regimental Gal in front. Our Egyptian Rain levelling up on the outside. Regimental Gal kicking strongly on the outside. Our Egyptian Rain trying hard, but Regimental Gal, what a fighting performance to win, and beating our Egyptian Rain ahead. Third, either Legally Bay, who launched late, or Dilly Dally, Scaredy Cat, and then Largo Delight, Titanic Jack, Reactive, French Bid, and Weinstock last. That is a win of tremendous merit. Our Egyptian Rain rushed to her around the home turn, really put it to her, but the filly has dug in. The favourite has gone into depths of courage that we haven't really seen from her before, but that was a special victory today. Time is 1:10.3. She really had to fight early to retain the fence and the lead ahead of French Bid. Then at the home turn, she was challenged as strongly as you'd ever see a challenge come. She rushed to her around the home turn, our Egyptian Rain, and looked at one point early in the straight as if she might just go straight past her. But King had a little bit of something left, and she really did dig in for the fight, Regimental Gal.
What a fantastic performance. She is a real fighter, Regimental Gal. Here's Andrew with the winning connections.
OK, we're down with Sean Dwyer. You've just seen the head-on in the straight, Sean. What's your immediate reaction?
Oh, she won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She won really strong today.
Oh, that was an enormous run. You know, one split there was 10.84 thousand to the 800.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Well, just turn around so people up in Toowoomba can watch it, because they'll be going off up there, won't they?
Yeah, hi, guys.
Now, the run jumped straight to the lead. Was that the intention straight away?
Didn't have an intention. Talked to Steve out the back, and he just said, you can't play in these races. I said, I got nothing to say. That's why you're on the horse. You know Moonee Valley, and you just want him to do his best.
Well, she was really gutsy, wasn't she? Because our Egyptian Rain had the nice soft run off you.
Yeah, she did. That French Bid certainly made it a little bit hard for the filly, but yeah, she's pretty good.
She's better than that, isn't she? Any second thoughts about going to England?
No, I haven't got a passport.
You want to wait till next year?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Where do you head now?
We're going to Sydney for the TJ Smith, and in 3 weeks.
You're pretty emotional here today, Sean. I think you're tending just to hold it back a bit.
Yeah.
This is probably one of your biggest wins, just so I can feel it.
Oh, it's just great for the filly.
Yeah. Go and enjoy it, mate. Well done, Sean. Sean Dwyer, clearly very emotional, holding it back. And why wouldn't you be? I reckon I'd be going right off too, as Regimental Gal comes back. Stephen King wins at $3.20 and $1.30.
He loves this filly, Sean Dwyer, and why wouldn't he? She's had 10 starts, won 7 of them, well over $1.5 million in prize money now. And what a campaign she's having. She resumed in the Lightning with that brilliant run, beating our Egyptian Rain. So it's the same Lightning Quinella. Then Regimental Gal went to the Newmarket. She was only beaten half a length behind Exceed and Excel, but she's bounced back today with Stephen King getting back on board. Stephen rode her in the Lightning, and so I reckon Stephen's 2 for 2 on this filly. 2 rides for 2 Group 1 wins, and she fought on tremendously well when challenged by our Egyptian Rain. Larry Olsen, we're just seeing this Queensland filly return to scale. What a fighter. They certainly breed them tough up there.
Yeah, Matt, it was a very good effort, particularly on that track. And when you saw French Bid was making her work hard, she was actually going that bit too hard early. It left it right up for Egyptian Rain to run over the top of the wall. She had the chance to do that up the straight, and oh God, she's probably the best filly I've seen out of Queensland. Well, she has to be now for a long time, since we had something like Eyeliner. But it's just wonderful for Queensland racing, mate. Anyway,
Matt.